was terrible.
Yeah, it was not fun. So you know, hopefully that, and you know, I'm not gonna say anything yet, but our playtest group has been coming up with some ideas for this format. So hopefully it comes true what we think, and you know, we're gonna have a lot of fun with it from what it seems.
Yep. Okay, so we've got Brandon on the left on blue-white control, and Ben on the right playing Amulet Breach. I assume that just means Amulet Titan shoving through the breach into the deck.
Yeah,
which is interesting.
It's fine, I guess. I mean,
I don't know why you would do that.
Yeah, it's not like Amulet, or it's not like Primeval Titan is something like busted where you breach it and you're like, oh man, I lost the game. Like you would like Emrakul or something.
Like if you had a Valakut in your deck, then you kind of do win the game. If you breach it,
sure,
because you get to just like bolt them a ton, or like ramp, get 4 lands, which is kind of game ending in that deck. But in this deck, I'm not really sure. Well, I mean, I guess he can with his first trigger get Slayer's Stronghold
and just do the combo,
and just do the combo. I mean, sure.
Yeah,
it seems all right.
You just like for 4 mana. Or right, 4 mana through the breach is 4 mana.
5
mana. So sometimes you just like for 5 mana, or hey, here's my like 8/8 double strike trample guy.
Yeah,
vigilance.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Brandon leads on Island into Opt. Ben leading on Ancient Stirrings.
Into Ancient Stirrings.
Into Ancient Stirrings. Oh, he has Emrakul in his deck. Okay, that's.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you're allowed to do that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Amulet, from my understanding of Amulet Titan, you make them a bunch of mana anyway. You might as well. And, you know, it's like I wouldn't say out of the realm of possibility to just say, I can put Emrakul in here, and then if you have Emrakul, you're like, oh, I'm already a green-red deck. Through the breach doesn't seem too bad.
Yeah, it looks like he's in an awkward spot now where he grabs the Amulet off of the Stirrings, but he doesn't have an untapped land to cast it this turn. I think his hand is only bounce lands. Yeah, so he's got to just play a bounce land and pass.
It's a little awkward, but it means that like the next few turns might be really, really good for him.
Yeah.
So,
Naked Snapcaster Mage flashed and end a turn. Oh, and he has to discard through the breach to hand size? Yeah, because he bounced the land back to his hand.
Yeah. Sometimes it'd be like that, though.
Yeah, he's just going to swing in for 2.
Yeah. Hey, man, Brandon's hand's probably like just so good with like counter spells and stuff where it's just like, you know what, you're not doing anything on this turn, I'm not gonna ambush Viper, you put some pressure on.
I see a Snapcaster Mage, a Logic Knot, a Hieroglyphic Illumination, and 2 other cards I can't tell.
Alright, yeah, that seems fine. He's got another Snapcaster for backup and
Alright, Azusa's gonna come out. He's got 1 extra or 2 extra land drops he can make this turn. Oh, like it gets Logic Knotted, okay.
Yeah. You definitely counter that.
Chooses not to exile the card from his graveyard.
Yeah, I mean, so he has Snapcaster in his hand, and so he's like, you know, I might need to opt.
If Ben doesn't play anything, I expect Snapcaster to come in end of turn and get opt.
Yeah.
It looks like he's on a bunch of lands and a Summoner's Pact and an Amulet. Oh, and an Explosives. So I guess he can put Explosives on 2.
It doesn't even seem that great, though.
No, and that probably just gets Snap Logic Knotted.
Yeah. No, that's going to get Snap Logic Knotted, probably, right? I would assume. He's got 2 open mana, and he can
only Logic Knot for 2.
Oh, make him spend his mana, I guess?
I mean, yeah. That's kind of weird. I don't know if he
forgot the bounce land stat for 2.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
I mean, it does mean that he doesn't. I don't know. He hasn't even played a land yet. I was gonna say it means he can't do anything else this turn.
Yeah, because now he gets to. Okay, I was gonna say he gets to play a bounce land
for free
and put EE on 2 and pass. He's gonna put it on 1. No, it's on 2. How did he do that?
Don't know.
I don't see how he would have enough mana to put E on 2 there.
Did he only have? No, he only had enough to make 1, right? Because he had the 2 open mana, which was the 2 blue, and then the only X he could pay was the exiling.
Yeah.
So X was 1. So he floated the 2 from the bounce land, paid 1, and then made an extra mana.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to see if we could get that corrected. I don't know how he He had to pay 2 for Logic Knot.
No, he didn't. He had to pay 1 because if you look, he was on 4 lands last turn. Paid 2 to snap. The other 2 to cast the 2.
He only had 1 extra card in his yard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was only able to X for 1.
Okay. Yeah,
which seems like not what you want to do then. Even if, like...
Yeah, the Logic Knot's still a questionable play.
Yeah. I mean, unless he really is just like, I need to get this pressure on, but obviously it doesn't matter now because the...
Well, if you're going to do that, just get Opt, right? Yeah, so now he's got 2 Amulets in play. So he has infinite mana this turn, basically.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he can...
It is...
He can Pact, get Titan, get Teleria West, Pact, get Titan again, right?
I don't know. You just blew my mind what you just said. But I know it's weird how the way Amulet works, where it's like triggers. So you just like it comes in, you let it untap, you tap it, and then you like let the second trigger resolve it, untap again, and then tap it again. So you just make like a crap ton of mana.
Yeah. Okay. So he gets Cavernous Souls with his Teleria West transmute.
That's a fair play.
Okay. He can't actually do what I was describing because he doesn't have additional land drops. He doesn't have an effect that makes extra land drops.
Oh, okay.
So he was able to tap and untap his land there just to get double blue to transmute.
Sure, that's fair. I mean, and you get Cavernous Souls, so like when you do get your Titan, and obviously he has Summoner Pact in his hand, he's going to have it resolved.
Mm-hmm. This is actually pretty big. He takes him off of his blue source.
Yeah.
So he can't transmute later Teleria West, and I don't think he plays Basic Island.
Yeah, probably not. He probably plays like what, 2 bounce lands at the most with blue, because he's not like any other kind of blue.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just plays the 2 whatever that bounce land on screen is.
Simic whatever.
Simic Growth Chamber.
Yeah.
This EE now, because he did that, threatening to blow up these 2 Snapcaster mages because he.
Well, it was before. It was before because he has a bounce land.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so that doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't think Brandon has a response for that. Yep, that's just going to get popped.
Yep.
So Brandon now with no clock, and Ben sitting over here with 2 Amulets in play, which a lot can happen. He's still got that Pact in hand.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say, if he just draws like a bounce land here, he's in really good shape. He drew an Azusa.
Okay,
which is still fine.
If that resolves, okay, so he's gonna Pact first.
Yeah, that seems fair because then you get to know what you want to name with Cavernous Souls. Because if it gets countered, you just like name human or whatever, and then make sure this is Azusa lands.
Okay, he gets Primeval Titan. Brandon looking at a hand of Opt, Hieroglyphic Illumination, Path to Exile. Pretty good answers to anything that could be cast here, honestly. The Path stops him from dying.
Yeah, if Ben decides to just like go all in and try to do this combo of Slayer Stronghold and just gets blown up by a Path to Exile, doesn't seem good.
He also has a lot of looks at possible counterspells.
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna cast Azusa, so he has 2 extra land drops.
Yeah, it seems as though he named human or some variation of that with the Cavernous Souls.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Which is a little odd, I think, because obviously he knows, like, Brandon knows there's a prime time in his hand. And it's not a cast trigger, right? It's an enter the battlefield trigger?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Unless he's, like, doesn't care about...
Unless he's put him on having no counter spells in hand. Which is correct, but he's just going to make 4 mana off of this Boros Garrison. Okay, yeah, he can bounce the Cavern and then name Titan. Or no, Giant, rather, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sure. I mean, he knows the deck better than we do.
Yeah. Yeah, so he definitely casts this and names Giant.
Is that all his only creature type is Giant?
I think so.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so he needs green. Yeah, that's 6 mana. Cast Titan. He's gonna have a response.
Draw 2.
Draw 2. I don't know if I like doing that over cycling.
He drew 2 lands anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
He has opt.
Okay. Well, that means that his open mana he has 2 open mana, and his 2 last cards in hand are opt, Path to Exile.
Right.
So you might as well just use your mana efficiently and draw 2.
He could have had a look at a third card if he did. He could have had three looks at cards and still had Cryptic Mana up if he drew it, because he could have opted and then cycled.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
So if you like opt first, yeah.
It doesn't really matter because he ends up just pathing it anyway. But Ben's gonna grab Simic Growth Chamber and Talaria West here.
Do they go into the battlefield, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's gonna make a bunch of mana, bounce Talaria West, and he gets to transmute it for probably another pact, honestly.
And he gets to do. Well, he won't be able to do it again next turn, right? Because he has to pay for the pack next turn.
Yeah.
He has to pay for the first one, so he'll probably like have to take a mana a turn off to pay for it.
He just gets to
do it again.
He just gets to do it this turn. I think, right? Yeah, because he gets to float the mana from the Talaria West too.
Oh,
so
yeah, because
he's got 8 mana.
Yeah, I forgot that he still has one more, or not one more thing, but he had
he's going to be 1 short, right? Or no, because he's got 5 now, and then he's got an untapped forest. So he gets packed, casts packed, gets another Titan, casts it.
Yeah, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How much do you have to pay for pact? 4?
4.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
He just gets to pay 8 next turn. He doesn't care.
Yeah. Because I don't think you can actually just like kill Brandon, right? You can't 20 him. He's gonna like hit him for like 14 or something like that, right? Or 16 maybe. Get him an 8/8, I think is what it is.
I don't think you can 20 him from being tapped out. No. Yeah, so he's gonna resolve his trigger. This is probably where you get Slayer Stronghold. That's Vesuva. And I think that's Slayer Stronghold.
Yeah, it looks like it.
He's gonna copy. I didn't quite see what he pointed to there.
I think the Growth Chamber.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, especially since Brandon already took him off his other blue source.
Well, you either copy that or you copy Boros Garrison, so you can activate Slayer Stronghold this turn.
Oh, sure. That's true. Maybe he did.
Yeah, that has to be what he did, right?
Yeah.
Because, he's pulling out the mana.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's because he's tapping and untapping it. So it was one of the bounce lands, and So he's going to be able to activate Slayer Stronghold this turn. So he makes that an 8/8, right? I need to...
I believe so. I believe it's an 8/8 with double strike and trample and vigilance, right?
Slayer's Stronghold.
So yeah, Slayer Stronghold gets him... Is it Slayer Stronghold?
Oh, it's Slayers with an apostrophe after it because...
yeah.
+2/+0 gains vigilance and haste until end of turn. So he gets to do that twice.
Okay.
So he gets to make this a 10/6 and just kill him?
No, it doesn't have double strike.
Oh, it doesn't have double strike yet.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's another land, I guess. I've never played against a Titan Shift deck, so...
This isn't Titan. This is Amulet Titan.
Sorry, I've never played against a Titan deck.
Okay.
It's specifically Amulet Titan, I guess.
Okay, so he's just going to 10 him. Sure.
That seems fine. You get to do it again next turn.
Yeah. Well, he gets to do a lot more than that.
Well, he has to pay 8 for the packs. So...
I mean, he still has a lot of mana after that. Yeah, he puts a bunch of dice on top of his deck. Yeah, now Brandon's sitting here with Timely Reinforcements, Jace, something else.
Timing is pretty good. I mean, he does have trample, so that's a thing.
Yeah.
But he does get to gain the life, which is relevant in this situation.
Not really.
Well, yeah, because then he can't 10 him.
At this point, you can just kill him, right? Like,
I don't think so, unless he has a way to untap Slayer Stronghold, because it's a tap ability.
He can play the Vesuva that he bounced, copy Slayer Stronghold, and with the triggers that untap it from the amulet, he can activate it multiple times.
Oh, sure. Oh, Slayer Stronghold comes in untapped as well? Or comes in tapped as well?
Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah. Okay, he bounces the Titan with Jace.
That's a thing.
That does give him another trigger to
Get lands.
get lands.
But it doesn't have haste now.
You can give it haste
How?
with Slayer Stronghold.
Oh,
Yeah, that's how he attacked last turn.
I gotcha. Yeah, that... I don't know. I guess that just means, like, because he knows his mana is going to be taxed this turn from paying for the packs, you're just going to be like, well, you won't be able to just, like, straight up kill me if I bounce it, because then you have to cast it, and then...
Well, he can't kill him anyway, right? Because he can't do 16. Although he does just have an Emrakul in hand now.
And can't
Like,
cast it this turn.
Can't cast it this turn, but how far off is he? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He has
12 mana right now? Plus
13 now if he makes that a bounce land.
No, 14 if he makes it a bounce land.
I think maybe he should have saved that. Because he can't cast Emrakul this turn, but he can next turn.
Just throws it on the table?
Throws it on the board, sure. Oh, wait, no. He gets to make 3 land drops. Yeah, he can totally cast Emrakul this turn.
Oh, he's just going to play it a bunch of times, bounce itself? And then, yeah?
Yeah, he can totally just cast Emrakul this turn.
Alright, well, I guess double Amulet is busted.
Oh, yeah. That's some of the most busted draws this deck has is just double Amulet. Yep, and he's done.
Yeah. Would have been a really... can Emrakul, the Andstorm, be countered?
Can Emrakul be countered? I don't think so.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay.
And even if he could, he was tapped out.
Well, yeah. Alright. So, over on the blue-white controlled Brandon side, we have Celestial Purge, Negate, 2 Baneslayer Angels, a Settle the Wreckage, 2 Dispel, 3 Rest in Peace, 2 Stony Silence, 1 Engineered Explosives, 1 Surgical Extraction, and 1 Timely Reinforcements.
Explosives is good because it kills Amulet.
Mm-hmm. I could see Surgical if he was really digging deep. If he had a way to, like, counter a thing, and then just, like, Surgical and get it out of here, like a combo piece.
Settle's okay.
Yeah, Settle's alright. It'll stop you from dying against anything.
I'm not seeing much else that I like here.
He did see the Through the Breach. So Negate.
Yeah, he did. So he might bring a Negate for that. And Negate's just like okay.
Yeah.
You can counter like packs with it.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, over on Amulet Breach side, we have 1 Rex Sage, 2 Spell Pierce, 1 Kozilek's Return, 2 Fire Spout, 1 Ramanop Excavator, 1 Tireless Tracker, 2 Obstinate Baloth, 1 Nissel Vital Force, and 1 Rurik Thar the Unbowed. I am all in on this Rurik Thar.
Oh yeah, that goes in for sure.
Yeah.
100% goes in the
I
deck.
love that deck. Or I love that card. I was playing a Ponza deck one time as a loner, and I was like, I have a Rurik Thar in my binder. I'm throwing it in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super sweet.
Tireless Tracker should go in.
Yeah.
Just any source of card advantage in a control matchup is good.
Yep. I can see Nissa Vital Force. If it lands,
Yeah,
just
same logic with Nissa.
Mm-hmm. Spell Pierce.
Spell Pierce. This is definitely a matchup you want Spell Pierce in.
Yep. And that's pretty much it. I mean,
Ramnok Excavator is like cute if they have Field of Ruin, but
I mean he does, but
a lot of times it's just not relevant.
Yeah.
It does allow you to do some like dumb things with your lands out of your yard.
Sure. I mean, if he's playing like any kind of land destruction, you can try to tax the control player's mana. But
sure, yeah.
I don't know if he is.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. What are you playing? The best thing you could be playing is like Ghost Quarters, and as you saw from that game, Brandon is playing a lot of basic lands, so it's not even that relevant.
Yeah, the deck definitely runs some sort of land destruction lands.
Yeah,
probably Ghost Quarter.
Yeah,
because just having that as in your toolbox for what you can fetch with your transmute land, Talaria West.
Yeah,
is just a nice thing to have.
Yep.
Against decks like Tron. So that's definitely in there.
Yeah, I just don't see it coming in this match. All right. Ooh. So they're shuffling up. Hopefully we get another. That was actually like a pretty decent game. Like while it looked like Ben just kind of blew out Brandon, which I mean he kind of did.
He kind of did.
It wasn't like super crazy where Brandon did absolutely nothing the whole time.
Yeah, I can't imagine this is a good blue-white matchup. Like,
I think if Brandon was able to actually counter the first amulet, it would have been fine.
yeah.
I think that's the problem with Logic not.
If he didn't have double amulet there, that game would have gone on a lot longer, actually.
Yeah. So I see this being like, if he's able to just like land a good counterspell on like Azusa like he did the first time, and then an amulet, I think it's fine. Like, he can stall it out long enough to where he can be in like a really good position to just, you know, never let Ben do anything.
I see pretty weak opening hand from Brandon.
He does have Snap and Path, and then I think like 2 or 3 lands, but he doesn't like it. Not enough.
Yeah.
Over on Ben's, I'm pretty sure he has an Emrakul on his hand.
Emrakul, I think that's a Thrag Tusk, which we saw in the main deck game 1. We saw him flip that over from an Ancient Stirrings. Which surprised me because I wouldn't think that's the kind of card you'd have in your main deck.
But yeah, it's a little weird, but he might be just hedging against, like, he thinks his aggro matchups are that bad where he's just like, I need this.
I'm pretty sure Brandon is looking at a hand of Path Terminus lands.
It's not much better than his first hand.
Yeah. It finds a Mana Leak, I think, off the top there. No, that's an Opt.
No, that's
okay.
an Opt, yeah. I was going to say, if it was a Mana Leak, I'm pretty sure he just keeps it open, right?
Yeah.
But no. I think that was a Logic Knot.
That's a Hieroglyphic Illumination.
Oh, I was way off.
It finds Detention Sphere. That's actually good because that's an amulet answer if he finds it.
Yep.
It's also an answer to, and there's an amulet off the top. Yep. So plays amulet.
Negate.
Oh, that gets negated? I didn't see that in his hand at all.
I think that's what he drew. I think that what you said Hieroglyphic Illumination was. I think that's what that was.
Yeah.
We were both wrong.
That's really good for him.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because now he's representing Cryptic Mana, and Ben doesn't really have any action in his hand.
I think it's weird that he has Terminus in his deck still. Like, it doesn't seem very good. Because, like, I think, like, Amulet Titan generally kills you in a turn.
You can opt into it, though. You can, like, go Jace, put it back on my deck, hold this Opt or this Illumination in my hand.
That makes sense. And then do
it. Yeah. So he's going to play a bounce land, transmute for Cavernous Souls. Cavernous Souls is really important in this matchup.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It'll allow him to get the Azusa down really easily and then bounce it and like he did game 1. I still don't think it's enough because like the things that he doesn't want to have countered are like non-creature spells.
Yep. Ghost Quarter for Ben. Like we were saying earlier, he has some kind of land destruction.
Yep.
Doesn't play out the Cavernous Souls to a potential Field of Ruin, which is important.
And it looks like the Ghost Quarter isn't super great here because Brandon has 2 Colonnade, which is like the only thing you would probably really want to hit. So
I definitely see Rurik Thar in his hand. Yeah, he probably names whatever creature type Rurik Thar is, right?
Ogre Warrior?
Yeah, he probably names one of those and just casts that.
Yeah, that seems really good. I mean, it's going to get pathed here, but Brandon's going to take, what, 6 or 4?
6.
6, yeah, he's going to take 6 to do it, which sounds really good.
He might just hard cast Terminus here. Okay.
It's going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
You'd rather just get it out of here. So... Yeah, I mean,
I'm okay with taking 6 to get rid of that.
Yep. It would like if he was putting any other kind of pressure, you would have been like, dang, like he just dropped a Rurik Thar. This game's probably over. But no, he hasn't done anything so far. So
draw Snapcaster Mage for the turn.
It's pretty good.
That's pretty good. He might just start beating in with Colonnade here.
Yeah, that seems like a very good answer.
Yeah, it looks like that's the plan.
Does he have any other 1-mana things in his hand?
I don't think so.
So he's just like betting on his. Well, I mean, like Ben would have to land like an amulet and something else to like actually do anything in one turn.
No, he's holding up 6 mana right now. He can just cast a Titan.
Yeah, but then what I'm saying is like to be able to do anything relevant in that turn.
Sure.
So he can like cast a Titan, sure. Then Brandon gets to untap and snap path it.
Finds Bajuka Bog off of Ancient Stirrings.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good here. That Snapcaster in Brandon's hand looking pretty bad right now. And here's the Titan we were talking about.
Yep.
So that's probably going to grab... I honestly don't know what this grabs.
Yeah, probably a bounce land of some type for sure.
Oh, does he have... He just has another path. Okay.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming either.
I didn't either, especially since it's a different art.
That actually makes a lot of sense then. Yeah, you 100% just activate Colonnade and swing in there if you have a second path. So he's just going to grab...
Basic land and then...
Basic Forest and...
Talaria
West?
Yeah. I mean, I guess that makes sense. He's just like, well, I'm just going to go for a second Titan.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what this deck does. There's no point not doing it.
He grabbed Basic Force for the path.
Right.
And then he grabbed... Okay.
Yeah,
so he's grabbing Boros Garrison to bounce Talaria West. Probably transmutes it for...
Summoner's Pact.
Summoner's Pact.
I don't think there's any really relevant...
Engineered Explosives, Walking Ballista.
Oh, yeah.
Those are other cards he could get with it.
I don't know. I don't see how relevant EE is here.
There is a Detention Sphere in Brandon's hand. So it can be an answer to that, I guess.
Yeah, if he knows about it.
Yeah, if he knows about it, right? Like, Brandon's just sitting here waiting for Ben to do something. Like, he doesn't have any plays. He's going to Ghost Quarter to take him off of red and white. That seems fine.
Yeah.
He definitely doesn't play Mountain or Plains.
Looks like he's out of basics.
He has no basics. I could see 2 forests being his only basics. That's actually...
Draws an Explore.
Is his hand all lands?
Man, this deck gets slightly upgraded when the new set comes out with the new Simic Explorer at instant speed.
Yeah. You'd probably play that.
Yeah, just ever so slightly better than Explorer.
Bounces Cavernous Souls, probably so he can play it again to name Giant.
Yeah. It's doing nothing on Warrior.
Explorer. Name Giant again. Cast the other Titan in his hand, I believe.
Yep. He did it 2 of them.
Yep. So
I see a Tyler's Tracker in his hand as well.
Brandon.
It looks like 3 lands, Tyler's Tracker.
He still has the path in his yard, so he just gets to cleanly answer this. But not before Ben gets to search up 2 more lands.
Yep. It'd be really good if he had a Tyler's Tracker, huh? Just making a bunch of clues. Honestly, like, what are you getting here? He probably another Talaria West he could get, or he could like just go for like the land combo and just.
I might, if you have any more Ghost Quarters in your deck, I might grab them to get rid of these Colonnades.
Yeah, like that way he can just have it, and then if he fires it up, you just take it out. Makes sense.
Gets Bounce Land, Talaria West. So now he's sitting on 2 Talaria Wests in his hand that he can transmute. He did bring Tracker in. Yeah. Yeah, we said he would. Like, it's 100% comes in here. All right, Snapcaster gets in for 2. Ben running out of threats in his deck.
Yeah.
He's got... Rorkthar is gone.
2 Titans are gone.
2 Titans left in his deck, and he has this Tireless Tracker.
He has other creatures, technically. I'm pretty sure he plays Steve, right? I saw something when he was searching through his deck.
Some versions are on Hornet Queen as another threat.
No, it wasn't that. It was one of the snake people. I think it was, I don't know.
Sakura Tribe Scout?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
That card is in the deck, yeah.
So, I mean, it's not like a quote-unquote like big threat, but it's a creature.
Yeah.
It'll do damage.
Tireless Tracker looks like it's going to resolve, which is pretty big.
Yeah. He still only has 1...
Yeah, he only gets to make 1 clue this turn because he doesn't play fetch lands.
Yep.
Just gonna cast one or play one of his Talaria Wests. Get a clue. Gets an extra draw here if he wants it.
Yeah. Why not, right? You can draw like another Explorer or something.
Transmute for Summoner's Pact. Can he make a Titan this turn? Yeah, he can.
And it'll resolve because of the cavern, so he's gonna get some clues.
Brandon could counter this pact. It doesn't look like he's going to. But yeah, Titan plus Tireless Tracker is really good.
Yeah, it's a lot of value in like different areas.
And like Brandon doesn't have any way to stop the ETB trigger from resolving here. So regardless of, see, he even has the third path.
Jeez.
But he gets buried in card advantage here.
Yeah. I don't know, because he still has the Detention Sphere in his hand and the Terminus. There's only 2 cards left in his hand. So he can, like, Ben might just be like, all right, I'm going to put a bunch of counters on my thing and go for it. And he's just like, all right, well, like, put it to the bottom. We'll deal with it later. Or Detention Sphere. Because he's taking care of 3 Titans. So it's not like he's going to get, like, super value from Detention Sphere anymore.
Yeah. You might even de-sphere the clues. If he's tapped out, yeah. That might actually just be the play. He gets Colony Garden and Radiant Fountain. So he's going to gain 2 up to 16. And go up to 3 clues.
And have a plant.
De-sphering the clues is definitely the play.
Yeah, that seems pretty good, actually. And then he gets the Terminus and clear the rest of the board.
Yeah, you can definitely let him have this tracker for a turn.
Yeah, because, like, pretty much at most he's going to get, like, 1, maybe 2 clues if he tap decks, like, an Explore or something.
Yeah, he's definitely thinking about what to do with this D-Sphere.
He could also hit Amulet, and that'll be, like, Amulet number 2.
Oh, he does get to crack 1 clue.
Sure. And there's that Sakura Trap thing. Oh, no.
Oh, wait, no, he can't de-sphere the clues because he had 2 mana open. So he could just crack the clue he targets.
Sure.
Yeah, I completely forgot he had the 2 open mana. That doesn't work.
I don't know. Like, Ben, if you, like, I think you could if your opponent is, like, not privy to that, right? Because he, like, played D-Sphere and then with the trigger on or, like, before it resolved, I think, because he didn't point to what he was targeting. He cracked the clue first.
Sure.
Yeah. So if your opponent just, like, panics and cracks the clue, and you're just like, all right, cool, now I get the other 2 for free.
Well, yeah, but you got to assume your opponent doesn't misplay, right? Like.
Yeah, but I mean, it happens before, so like you can like make a lateral. You can be like, all right, I'm gonna do this thing, and then if he's like cracks it in response, you're just like, oh no, I'm taking those now.
Sure. Slayer Stronghold to land for the turn. I think he drew Drag Tusk, so that's just one of the last threats left in his deck, and he's just gonna have to cast it out here.
Yeah. He has been Brandon has been very, very patient with this Terminus in his hand. He's had it the whole time.
And honestly, I haven't really seen any like point he should be firing off. Yeah, so this Titan's gonna come down, and Ben's gonna get to activate Slayer's Stronghold and get a swing in with it.
I don't think it's gonna kill Brandon though.
He's gonna get Vesuva, and I forget the name of that, but that's the one that gives double strike. So I think he's dead.
Oh, okay.
Yep, he's dead.
Well,
because Vesuva gets to copy Slayer's Stronghold.
Yeah.
Right? So he gets to activate Slayer's Stronghold twice and add, I forget the name of that card, and activate that card. Or no, he doesn't have white mana, does he? I know he does from the Selesnya bounce land.
Where?
It's buried here.
Oh, okay.
So he has...
But does he have enough? Because he needs it to activate Slayer Stronghold, too.
Oh, he copied Colonnade with Vesuva.
Oh, that's weird.
Okay, so he's going to swing in and get the triggers to get 2 Gemstone Mines, so he has extra mana. And then he can activate, right?
I don't think he's going to be able to kill him. He's going to deal him a chunk of damage, though.
That gives it double strike. So that's 11, because that's how much gets through.
Right.
And then he can activate it still?
Can he? All right, I guess so.
Yeah, I think that's what he was representing there. Yeah, because he gets to do that plus activate Slayer's Stronghold that gives it +2/+0.
Okay.
And that's enough to trample over and kill him.